You are looking live at RSG Arena at Dunellen, Rock Ice in Dunellen, New Jersey, where the New Jersey Rockets U19 AA girls are getting set to take on the Philadelphia Bells for the second time this season. Hi everybody, Joe Rizzo, glad to bring you the action. The third of 3 games this weekend for the Rockets. It started out on Friday night with a 5-0 loss to the Colonials and what's been the most disappointing performance in an otherwise very, very good season for the Rockets, who come in at 9-4. One of those wins was 15 days ago in Sewell, New Jersey, against these Bells. That went the Rockets' way 4-0. The Rockets in the home white jerseys, they have black all across the shoulders. They have black lettering with red trim. There's a Rockets word with a logo written across the front of the jerseys in red. There's a black stripe that encircles the jerseys at the chest and the mid-back, and it goes underneath the numbers in the back. Sort of like the way the Montreal Canadiens have a stripe underneath their logo and underneath their numbers. Black lettering on the back with red trim. The names, when you can see them, for the girls that have their jerseys untucked, are at the bottom, just covering their pants, which are black. White socks with thick black stripes and thinner gray stripes, and on the front, just where the shins are, there's an R for the Rocket logo that has a pretty cool looking design if you ever get a chance to look at it up close, and it's even got a little yellow in there, so technically yellow part of the colors. Black helmets abound for all the skaters, white helmets for the goalies. The 1, 2, 3 Rockets chant has been done. There's 2 Rockets already on the bench, not available for play. Kirsty Kamerkar on the right and Captain Peyton Jacobus, PJ, on the left there. Now they have obscured those players, but both benches getting their instructions finally. And the Bells wearing the dark blue with red lettering, white trim. The nameplates are in white. The pants are the same color as the jerseys, and they have red trim on the sleeves with a thick red stripe and a white stripe. Nieves on the dot, Menikillo near side wing, Hansen far side, Redmond and Matone on D. Liftoff, period 1. Lacey in goal for the Rockets, Hinch for the Bells. Nieves will bring it in. That's Radishevsky. Tries to get it out. The former Rocket playing her homecoming game here, back after a couple years with the Rockets. Menikillo down low, redirected by Hansen, and Hinch got the toe on it right there. Might not have even seen it. Battled for in the far corner. Hansen overskates it. Chipped back to the half boards, but Redmond keeps it in. It goes below the end line on the far side. Nieves grabs it, sends it right through the crease. No one there. Matone will pick it up at the point, send it down low for Menikillo. A shot pass. Chipped off on the back of the net, but the Bells will pick it off and skate it in. Up the far side wing and sent in. Matone will be the first one to get there. Send it up the near side wing for Menikillo, who sends it to the far side in front of the scorer's table, where Regina and Anthony are handling matters today. Grace Ulrich in pursuit of the puck. It's going to be picked off by Izzy Cook there for a moment. Aaron Bruno steps in at the point on the left side, kept it in. Ulrich sends it to Rizzo. She's marching down the middle. Oh, it got knocked away. Rizzo almost had the chance right there. Rizzo was looking for Fox up the middle. Collided there with Ulrich. Same place, same spot. Bells rushing in. It's going to be a break. Rashad Lacey save with the right pad and sends it into the far corner. Chances here in the first 2 minutes for either team, but the Bells with the best one right there. Emma Lacey had to be sharp. Boy, she was sharp splitting warm-ups with Ariellis Markland, who got the W last night. Rizzo has a breakaway if she can hustle it. Rizzo up the right wing, cuts to the middle, gets tripped up, no call. 1 on 4, but she at least gets the change out there. Big shift for Rizzo to start the game. Nieves takes it, bunts it back to Matone, who reverses it and finds Menichello behind the D. Here comes Hope. She gets in, and it's knocked away by Radishevsky. Radishevsky's going to skate it out. She's going to try to turn the corner. There goes Larissa. She's going to turn the corner on the far side, but Redmond catches up, and Matone picks up the puck that gets knocked away. That's a defenseman right there putting pressure on, and we just got to see her do it for the last couple of years for the Rockets, 43 in blue. Sent toward the net, a trickler that goes just wide of the cage. Lacey helped it along toward the far corner. Hansen picks it up. She's going to skate it out with Menichello. Gains the line at center. Now gets a little help from Nieves, who drops it for one-timer by Hansen, and it fires just wide, but it goes right to Menichello on the near side half boards. Hope looking for it, sends it to the point. Bruno gets it, has to try to chuck it down in. It's picked off by Durso. Durso versus Redmond. Wrist shot, Redmond knocks it away and loses the stick, loses her edge, but prevents the scoring chance. Chipped up for Bruno to Ulrich. Rockets have their legs today. That one knocked down by Kramer, who forced the play offside. So good play by Kramer, stepping into the speedy Ulrich there and forcing the offside as the puck did get into the zone. 0-0 early on, 13:29 left period 1. Rockets and the Bells have brought it on an early Sunday evening. That looks like Meehan coming in. She sends it down the near side boards, but all the way around where Haley Connolly will get there. Gets a little help from Bruno. 4 players, now 5 over there looking for the puck. 3 Bells, 2 Rockets. It's shoveled out and sent behind the net. That was by the Bells. Rockets will take that move. Cook shields her player off, and Cook is going to get this off the chip from Ulrich. Cook comes in. She has Connolly, sends it just astride, too short. Connolly centers, but Cook couldn't get the stick on it. Cross feed. It goes at the net, but Hinch kicks it away. That was Connolly on the sharp angle. Fox hustling off for the change as the Rockets have pressure down low, and Matone was at the deep safety over there. Bells will get it and dump it. Lacey stopped it for Redmond, who sent it forward, but one of the Bells got a piece of it. Durso, she had the breakaway before. So Durso 6, off to a fast start for Philly. Joy in Philly these days as the Philadelphia Phillies have made the NLCS. But the Rockets trying to stunt some of that joy here at the girls hockey level of U19 AA. And they'll get a chance to have an offensive zone draw with 11:57 left, period 1 from the Rock and Dunellen. No score just yet. High tempo game here. If you put aside the football, the Bills and the Chiefs, we appreciate it. Put this on one device, put the football game somewhere else. Turn the volume up here. We like to make it exciting. But whichever you choose, we appreciate it. Fox is going to jump in from the left point to the half boards. Hansen will drift back to cover the point. Fox battling for it just out of picture. It's going to be picked up by Nieves for a moment. Chipped up and out. This is going to be Durso again, but she's not going to get an opportunity to chase it down as Bruno was there, and Roman numeral 2, it was icing. Rockets with another offensive zone draw. Nieves on the dot. Hansen in the slot. Menichello on the far boards. Fox at the left point, but cheating in between the points on the faceoff. Bruno at the right point in front of the Bells bench. Face-off to Hinch's left. That's her glove side, a conventional catching glove. She played well in the first game despite the 4-0 score. And Markland was in nets for the Rockets that day to get the shutout. Comes into neutral ice, sent in. Bruno banks it off the boards at the near side for Minichello. She's going to pick it up, skate it in, and dump it. She's 1 on 3. And it goes along the near side boards, and Hansen will hustle back to get it. Use her safety, Grace Matone, who sends it to Grace Ulrich. The Graces were under fire there, and they reverted back into their own end. Matone. That will be left to just get out, and Kramer will pick it up. Bells will clear the zone and move it in. Wrist shot. Lacey gobbles it up with the catching glove. Still no whistle, and there is the whistle. When there's no whistle and the players on the team on the offensive have lost interest and think there's a whistle, that can become an opportunity for the defensive team to throw the puck down and catch them unawares. But that didn't happen there. Lacey just played it safe. Between the points, it's sent in, but Redmond's going to pick it up. She's got Rizzo on the left wing. Rizzo gets by one, getting by Radoshevsky, gets to the front, taken down, and she's into the net. It's going to be, I don't see a hand up there for a penalty. A clear trip right there. Radoshevsky tripping Riz on the way in, the former teammates, Louisa and Larissa. I don't know how there's no tripping call right there, but Rizzo turned the corner. She was past Radoshevsky, and she's steered into the net, not on her own. Coach Jacob is saying, Riz, you're good, and she just shrugs her shoulders. You're not going to get much out of Rizzo. Ulrich on the dot, Rizzo in the slot. Connolly on the far side wing. Rizzoli's going to pick that up, send it high. Can't get it to the point. Rizzo trying to leave it for Matone on the backhand blind pass. Matone, wrist shot, Hinch save, rebound in front, Hinch covers it up. Rockets a buzz to start the game, but haven't dented Hinch yet. And the Bells have had a golden chance on the breakaway by Durso, but Emma Lacey on the other end was up to the task. 9:51 left first period from Dunellen, New Jersey. Rockets and the Bells. Rockets in the white jerseys, Bells in the dark blue. Fox tries to get it through traffic. Nieves sends it through a bunch of legs over there, but it goes just wide. Minichello on the half board. She's going to walk it right to the slot. Wrist shot, Hinch save, steers it over to the near side. Hansen's going to pick it up first, go below the end line for Minichello, who tries to center it for Nieves, but it's interrupted. Hansen leaves a deft pass for Fox, who exchanges it back with Francesca. Hansen's centering feed couldn't get there, but she recovered it and sent it below the end line. Picked off a pass now. Centering feed was looking for Nieves. Fox down low, backhand sent wide of the net, sort of a pass and a shot. Minichello centering feed. Hansen was trying to get out of there, but she was tied up by Radoshevsky. Minichello forces the pass up to the point. They send that down. It's going to be an icing. Now the near side ref waves it off. The ref who should make the call on the back end said icing. This ref said no. I mean, I'm not sure why they turned that one off. This one will be an icing, and they're not going to change that unless it stops. It hits a funky part of the boards, and the puck just stopped. Minichello trying to corral it. Opposing Claire falls down. Bruno through traffic sends it just wide. Hansen centers for Ulrich. Ulrich digging at it. Still loose. Ulrich fires it just wide. Rockets change at the point. Rizzo jumps into the play. Rizzo gets through one. Rizzo through another. Trying to handle in a phone booth. Loses it. Sends it at Hinch. She saves it and never lets the rebound hit the ice. Big save by Hinch. She's been under pressure to start this game and has not conceded. Carrying over her play from the first meeting. Rockets won the faceoff for a moment. Cook couldn't handle it. They had a chance for a 2-on-1 or a 2-on-2 break, and they just dumped it and chased to the Rockets' benefit. Rizzo off the board to Matone. Matone's going to skate it up. gained the center line, gained the blue line with Rizzo. Attempted clear, knocked down by Rizzo. Rizzo's been all over the place today. Cook, who was all over the place with her best game on Saturday, sends it in. Radishevsky looking. She's in the corner, gets it through Rizzo, but there's another one that comes down. Rizzo and Meehan bumping over there. Pizzoli's going to pick this one up, but Cook is going to press her against the boards. Rizzo looking for the puck to pop out. It did. Ulrich is going to hustle it down, send it to Matone at the point. Matone has to bunt it back with the backhand to control it and sends it back down for Ulrich, who's trying to go between the points, but that pass maybe telegraphed a little too much and picked off and sent in. Redmond is going to go all the way back and around to pick it up. It goes up the dasher and along the ice on the far side in front of the Rockets bench. They'll play with it in neutral ice, and Grace Matone, 89, who had a big day yesterday, scoring a 5-on-3 goal against her former team, the Saints, that gave the Rockets the lead for good, 2-1, in a score that eventually ended up 5-2. So technically not the game winner, but certainly the one that made kind of all the difference at the time. Menichello trying to get it through Kramer, but Kramer stands her ground and is able to keep it there just underneath us right here. 5 players battle, 3 Bells, 2 Rockets, Menichello and Nieves. Fox stands sentry, gets the pass from Nieves, who broke it out of the rugby scrum. Bruno tries to get it forward. Bells get it in. There should be a trip there. Bruno's going to go off for the trip. And the Rockets will be shorthanded for the first time in the game. The first penalty is interference on Bruno. They called the interference. They could have called interference, trip, either one. Pretty straightforward call there. Rockets should have had a power play earlier when Rizzo got tripped heading right literally into the net. She was headed at the net, ended up in the net. Ulrich and Connolly up front to kill it off. Matone and Fox, the couple of lefties on the back line. Fluttering shot grabbed by Lacey. I'm not sure it was ticketed for the net, but she grabbed it anyway, and they'll just redo that. 6 minutes even left, period 1, no score. The Rockets and the Bells. Rockets in the white jerseys, Bells in the blue. Oh, Connolly was trying to pick off the D-to-D pass. Radishevsky trying to send it through traffic, sends it in front of the crease and wide. Meehan. She gets hounded by Ulrich. Wrist shot through traffic, redirected by Fox toward the near side where Matone's trying to hustle it down. They exchange it along the wing on the near side. Connolly's there, tried to get it out at the point. Radishevsky got it, sent it toward the slot. Fox flamingoed to make sure that puck wouldn't hit her skate and redirect. It went safely wide. Wrist shot. Lacey got a glove on it. Again, I'm not sure if it was going at the net, but she took no chances and just redirected it. 70 seconds left in the power play for the Bells as Pizzoli will get it back, and the Bells have to retreat and reset. Connolly trying for the break right there. Radishevsky shields her off. Connolly might battle for that puck there. Here's Redmond falling at mid-ice. Connolly may have gotten away with one there, but it's a little tit for tat perhaps. Bells are going to try to move it out. Redmond shields off the player. One of the parents yelling for interference, but the puck's there, and she had it. Here's Rizzo, shorthanded, cuts through the middle, loses the puck right there. But they keep it in possession. Matone sent down. This is probably going to be an icing unless it hits a funky part of the ice, which it did one time, but not this time. Whistle and a stoppage of play. 4:21, period 1. 17 seconds left in the power play for the Bells, but the Rockets with an offensive zone draw and 4:21, as I said, in the first period, 0-0 the score. Rizzo up front, she's going to take the draw. She's got Cook in the slot, wins it to Cook, who sends it to Fox. Wrist shot off of the behind of one of the Bells players, and it goes just wide. Rizzo picks it up, chips it past one, headed toward the net, was looking for Cook. This is a penalty kill here. The Rockets are going to kill it off. And Bruno's going to jump out. Menichello jumps on. Durso turns the corner on the far side, hits the brakes. Redmond spins around to stay with her. Menichello picks off the pass. She's going to hustle it out. Rizzo's jumping off for a change. So Hope is 1 on 4. Gets it stopped there. Hansen grabs it. Has to wait for Menichello to get onside. She does that. And it's sent in. Puck goes behind the end line. Reversed over there. Comes up the near side boards, down again, and yet another icing by the Bells. So Rockets kill it off. They've had a bunch of offensive chances here. They've had the better of the possession. But it's 0-0 still. Hansen on the dot, Menichello in the slot, Nieves on the near side boards. Fox at the left point. Bruno cheating between the points on right D. Meehan wins the face-off, 17. It comes to the near side, just out of picture. Carried up by Meehan, but her teammate fell coming up the middle. Whistle and a stoppage of play. Interference is going to be the call, and they are going to call it on Lauren Fox. So Fox goes in. Rockets take the first 2 penalties of the game. And the Bells will be on the power play once again. Let's see if they leave Nieves and Hansen out there to kill it off up front. Looks like they will. The face-off will be down in the Rockets' defensive end to the stick side of Emma Lacey, number 7. She stopped a breakaway by Durso, number 6 in blue, early on, and that's why this game is 0-0. Rockets win the face-off. Redmond's going to try to carry it around. Meehan puts her under pressure. Hansen trying to get it out. Radishevsky got it at the point, sent it down, but not all the way in, and the Rockets steer it out of the zone. Pizzoli's got it there, banks it off the boards in front of the scorer's table, and the Rockets pick it up. Matone's short feed for Hansen disconnected. So the Bells grab it, send it in. Redmond just picks it right off, carries it, sends it up the near side. Radishevsky kept it in, sent it right back down. Didn't have anybody there. And Matone's going to pick it up. They're just going to keep backing up. Hansen tipped that, but it's not close enough, so it's going to be an icing. If she tips that, it's great. And it's a difficult move, but she'd have to be at or about the red line to negate the icing. Icing in effect in all situations at this level. So even though you're killing a penalty, you don't have the benefit of icing the puck without yielding a face-off in the own zone. Now, that should be an icing right there. I don't know why they're doing the power play down here. One of the parents over here instructing the ref on the rule book. So I could have been, unless it was some kind of missed call, or so there might have been some kind of call that we didn't see. It certainly looks like it should be at the other end, and that is a bit of discussion now, and it is the icing that we all seem to think we saw. Ref's not perfect, coach is not perfect, announcer's not perfect, just our girls that are on the ice. Perfect. So it seems that the icing was initially called but waved off by one of the other referees. Rockets now contending that it should be, if the call is missed and the referees understand they've missed the call, they face it off at center ice, or at least in the neutral zone somewhere, one of the dots. They don't give an advantage to either team if the referees make a call that they know they missed. So that's the discussion point over there. Coach Jacobus holding his forehead. Coach Connolly getting the clarification. It is in fact going to be a face-off to Lacey's right. 1:14 on the power play, 0-0. Fox in the box for the Rocks. Rockets win the face-off. They steer it up and out as Menichello tipped it. Ulrich there. Ulrich putting pressure on. Bells grab it, turn it, and send it in. Redmond's going to be the first to pick it up. Stick battle over there. goes below the end line. Bells have picked it up here a little bit on the power play. Centering feed, one shot. Lacey with the save, and she covers up. A lot of traffic in front. Bells shoveled it out of the corner on the near side, tipped it in front, didn't get a lot on it, but when you're in that zone, the scoring zone right there, you don't need much. But Lacey got the pad down and quickly covered it up. Connolly on the dot, Rizzo in the slot. Defensively, those are the forwards killing off the last 40 seconds of the power play. Bells looking to center it for Durso. It doesn't quite get there as Matone bunts it out. Let's see if this puck slows down. If it doesn't, it's going to be an icing, and it is an icing. So once again, if you're just tuning in, and we're glad that you are, because listen, an NFL Sunday where you're a Giants fan, a Jets fan, an Eagles fan. Eagles play a little bit later, that's fine, but usually the football fans like to sit in front of the TV all day and check it out, so we're glad that you're doing this. If you're a Yankees fan or a baseball fan, you're maybe killing time between first pitch. Glad you're doing it. Radishevsky's shot bounces in front of Lacey. She gobbles it up like Isaiah Kiner-Falefa at shortstop on a breezy July day at Yankee Stadium. He calmly gives the puck to the referee. She drops it. Meehan right off the face-off, right at Lacey, stick save, and she covers. One Rocket got dumped in front. Bruno. Rockets have 18 seconds to kill. Again, Connolly on the dot, Rizzo in the slot defending at forward. Matone and Bruno on D. Connolly tries to win it, can't do it. Radishevsky, shot was knocked down by Connolly, chipped ahead by Matone for Connolly. Radishevsky gets in her lane. Rizzo tries to pick that off, gets a piece. Sent in, moved forward, wrist shot. Lacey knocks it down and covers it up. Penalty expires at that moment, right at the stoppage. So Fox will jump onto the bench. The Rockets will change. They'll put out Nieves with Hansen and Minichello defending in the slot as wings, and Matone and Fox will jump on together for a shift on defense. 75 seconds left in a scoreless first period from the Rock. Rockets have had the advantage here, although they have not had any of the two power plays. Both of those belong to the Bells. Both have been killed off. Hansen up the right wing, trying to power it forward. Bumps Radishevsky over there. They play on. Bells will move it up the near side and send it in. Matone will get there first, and there's a bump right there. Brought up to neutral ice. Knocked down by Ingersoll, who chips it back for Kramer, whose pass is picked off by Hansen, who chips it in, powers up the right wing, gives it to Minichello, wrist shot, save, Hinch, rebound, goes out to Kramer. Kramer's going to skate it up the left side and send it in. She had somebody up the middle, but didn't want to make that connection. Near side wing, Hope Minichello gets it past Kramer on the boards, has three to deal with in the middle, gets by two of them, but can't get by the third, and Kramer picks it up. Minichello sends it down low, and she will skate off as Rizzo jumps on, but that's the end of the period, and it ends 0-0. Don't have the benefits of the shots on goal today, but no score after one between the Rockets and the Bells from Rock Ice in Dunellen, New Jersey. So if you like for what you see, no matter which side you're on, I sense we might have some viewers checking in from Chicagoland who are interested in 48 and blue, as we did when we were down at Johnny Gaudreau's home rink a few weeks ago. That's the Hinch side. And of course we have our Rockets family checking it out, or if you just somebody who likes hockey, we're glad that you've found our game, whether it's live or on demand. And if you want more, hit the subscribe button and the alerts button, and every time we do one of these, you'll know about it. And typically after the game sometime, we'll do an interview with Coach Jacobus. And we'll upload a cleaner copy of the game. Sometimes the stream copies don't come in so well. And if we have the benefit of putting up a higher quality copy, we will do that for you as well. What started out in the pandemic as sort of a necessity and a privilege to do the games and bring them to you folks who couldn't be in the rink has turned into a great joy and a privilege that I've been able to continue here for a couple of years, and I'm glad to do it for your daughter, your granddaughter, your great-granddaughter, your niece, your sister, your friend, or if you're watching on demand, yourself. Ulrich on the dot, Cook near side wing, Rizzo far side wing. Fox and Bruno on D as we get set, and we go liftoff, period 2. Rockets and the Bells switch sides. Hinch now defending the goal to your YouTube right. Lacey right there defending the goal to YouTube left. Ulrich breaks in. She's going to turn the corner on Cazzoli. She'll send a sharp angle shot. Hinch grabs it, doesn't let the rebound go. Izzy Cook was standing right there ready to pound it in. So the first 20 seconds yield a face-off in the offensive zone for the Rockets. The players follow the ref to the left side, but she tells them no, the face-off is on the other side, and she's right. Ulrich on the dot, Rizzo in the slot. Cook kicks it to Bruno, who sends it toward the slot. Ulrich tries to backhand it down low. Ulrich toward Rizzo. She got a piece of it, but didn't get all of it. Sent down. It's not going to be strong enough for icing, so Bruno and Fox will be in pursuit. Bruno's going to grab it, turn, and send it up for Cook. Izzy Cook for Luisa Rizzo. Rizzo gains the line, goes wide on the right. She gets by Cazzoli for a moment. Ulrich taps the puck back to Riz. Centering feed. Bruno's going to step in. Shot goes all the way through and just wide of the right skate of Hinch. Sent down low, spinning move by Hansen trying to redirect it. Ulrich looking. She goes to the point. Bruno shoots it. Redirected by Hansen. It's loose in front. Back to the point. Bruno sends it down low. Ulrich's going to grab it there. Meehan's going to pick it up and send it around the boards, but Matone's going to step into it. Rizzo's going to curl off the boards and exchange with Matone and cover the point. Matone down low, the defenseman, but she knows how to play some offense. She tries a centering feed. Ulrich picks up the loose puck, centers for Hansen, and it just couldn't get through. She's tied up there by Radishevsky. Appleby sends it in off the left wing, and there's a change going on for the Bells. Matone gets back there for the Rockets. Needs a little help. Gets it from Rizzo, who reverses it off the dasher. Gets a nice bounce there. Ingersoll steps in all the way from the point to keep it in, but Nieves at safety sends it back. Rizzo uses the body as a shield and sort of fools the defender and helps the puck get out. She jumps off for a change, and Menichello is there. Appleby was hustling over to the bench. Menichello, if the Rockets had scored a possession there, might have been behind the defense for a home run pass. Battled for in the far corner. Dug out by Nieves. She spurs through. She's blocked as she's trying to get out. They called one interference before. That was a pretty clear one there, but the puck was there, so no call. It's fine. Let him play. Goes to the corner. Hansen. She looks. She's still with it. Tries to shove off a defender. Loses the stick. Comes on the near side wing, sent up the middle. Picked up there, but not held, and sent right back in. Kramer sends it through Menichello's legs. Bell's looking to pick it up. Hansen gets a stick on it and rebuffs the rush. Rockets send it in. Matone sends it down and jumps off. Period of the long change, but when you have offensive possession, you can make it a short change. Redmond through traffic. Hinch saw it all the way and let it go wide. Ulrich trying to pick that one off. Fox stepped into Meehan over there. Menichello pinning her player along the boards. Meehan comes in to try to fish it out. Cook's over there as well. Fox is going to get it, send it at the net, kicked by one of the Philly players, but not in a place where she wanted to get it, just a little bit out of traffic. Ingersoll chips it by Ulrich. They'll eventually get it out and dump it to Lacey's left. They bank it off the boards on the far side. Cook's going to get it, negotiate around one defender. She's got Ulrich with her. She's got Connolly trailing. Wrist shot, Cook. It goes wide. Near side boards. Philly moves it out. The unnamed number 20 sends it in. Kira Redmond's going to grab this, send it off the boards. It chips over Connolly's stick. Pizzoli has it for a moment. It gets picked off by Menichello. She's got Ulrich and Connolly. Menichello, wrist shot, Hinch save, and it goes just wide. Hinch got just enough of that one. She's kept it at 0. She's been under more fire than Lacey. Menichello from the dot, wrist shot, hits Radishevsky, who tries to clear, but Matone keeps it in. Matone will skate it to the half board, send it toward the slot. One time off the wrist shot by Menichello, couldn't get it through. Matone picks it up again. Radishevsky and Ulrich will battle for it in the far corner. Menichello will pick it up. Connolly standing sentry at the bottom of the slot. They can't get it to her. There's a hit along the boards, and the Rockets, I think, are going to have their first power play. Somebody taking umbrage with what's happening over there. Bruno got hit. Menichello didn't like it, and the Rockets will have their first power play. It looks like a cross-check on Robertson. Bell's coaches vociferously complaining about the call, and it's evened up there. They've had the better of the calls thus far. They've had both power plays in the game. The Rockets could have laid claim to just as many, but they haven't gotten any. 11:59, period 2, no score. Face-off will remain in the offensive zone, and the teams will skate 5 aside. So the offending players, Menichello and Robertson, will not be able to exit the box until the first whistle after 9:59. 5-on-5. Nieves on the slot. Hansen. Nieves on the dot. Hansen in the slot. Connolly on the near side wing. Bruno at the right point. Matone at the left. Matone stationed at the top of the slot on the right side. Rockets win it. Bruno to Matone, under fire right there. And the Bells had that played properly. Battled for in front of the penalty box that's housing Hope Menichello. Cici Nieves trying to bulldoze it in. Eventually she gets it in, but Radishevsky's going to pick it up and send it through the middle. It comes into the offensive zone. Connolly didn't want to put it there, but it got bunted in before her teammates could get out. Offsides face-off will be on the near side dot. Nieves is going to take it. Wins it with the skate. But Meehan knocked it away from Matone. Bruno steps in and through. Meehan eventually wins it and sends it in. Meehan on the half boards on the far side, fires a shot, but it goes behind the net. It comes to the near side wing. Connolly sends it out. It's going to be an icing unless that puck slows down, and it doesn't slow down quite enough. So the icing will send the face-off back into the Rockets' defensive zone to the stick side of Emma Lacey, number 7. Refs having a brief discussion. I think they're exchanging pucks there. Ulrich on the dot, can't win it. Ingersoll tried to send it to the slot, but didn't find anybody there. Clearing attempt, Rizzo Can't quite get it. Wrist shot, didn't have much on it by Appleby. It goes just wide with a little help from Lacey. Rizzo's gonna break out one-on-one. She's got Ulrich with her and Kramer to beat. Rizzo steers wide. Kramer loses the stick. Rizzo heads to the middle. Backhand! Oh, just missed Ulrich's stick! Riz had the pass to Ulrich and it just didn't quite connect right there. Goes behind the end line to the far side corner. Rizzo got a piece, so Fox keeps it in. Fox at Hinch. She steers it aside. Cook backhand in front! One save and the rebound is swept out. They call the icing, but that's not going to get anywhere near the end line. So Redmond will chase it down, go behind her own net, fire it off the boards. Ingersoll knocked it down. Couldn't quite handle it, but prevented Ulrich from breaking out right behind her. Goes to the far side, sent at Lacey. It wasn't going on net, but she chipped it anyway to give her defenseman a better shot. Ingersoll pinched in at the point, had it for a moment, but Rizzo and Ulrich are going to break out. They break to neutral ice, but can't get into offensive ice. They ping-pong it around, courtesy of Ingersoll and Redmond. That goes down. It should not be an icing right there. That was tipped. I could see it from where I am. I have the best view in the entire rink, which is a heck of a privilege. That was tipped right in the middle by one of the Bells players, and if it's tipped by any of them anywhere, it would be not an icing, but icing is the call. Durso versus Nieves on the dot. Nieves can claim that one, but the possession is going to go to the Bells right between the points. Radishevsky has to backhand, and it goes all the way down low like a seeing eye single and goes wide of the net. Center and feed, Lacey knocks it away before it could get in front of the end line or into the crease. Near side wing, Hansen's there, right to Menichello. She's got Nieves trailing it on the left, Hansen on the right. Banks it off the boards, lifts Radishevsky's stick, regains it, comes in low. Shot, save with the glove by Hinch, and she hangs on. Hinch has not really let up, maybe more than 1 or 2 rebounds the whole game, and that's the reason why this game is 0-0. .8:56 now. We'll see if they wait 5 seconds to restart the clock. One-timer off the face-off by Menichello, and they do. Chipped up but not out. Bruno exchanges with Matone, who tries to get the handle. Hansen has to come in and get the loose puck, and she does. Tootie chips it off the boards for herself. Battled with Radishevsky. 2 Bells over there, and it comes to the middle. Bells will try to get it out, but Nieves says no. Cece with it. Cazzoli gets it there. Cece gets it away from her. She's 1-on-2, 1-on-3. It goes to the point. Bruno's there. Keeps it in with the skate. Eventually the Bells fight and get it out. Rockets quickly clear the zone, send it back in. It pops back in off of a skate, and the whistle on the offside. 8:15 left, second period of a scoreless game. This one moving quickly. The Rockets are going to switch goalies here. So Lacey comes to the bench healthy, and Arialis Markland will now occupy the goal to our left. The referee didn't even wait for her to be ready. Usually the refs are going to give the signal to the goalie on the goalie change. He just dropped the puck while Markland was still about 10 feet out of the net. Good thing the Rockets won the face-off right there. Otherwise Arialis might have been under duress. Bells are going to bring it out. Rizzo picked it off. She's been strong today. Fox steps into it, but gets a little help from Redmond. Ulrich slips and hits herself on the boards from behind, but she's fine. Maybe not going to avoid the fine in the Kangaroo Court. Rizzo grabs a pass, going to try to turn the corner on Kramer. She'll stop, spin, look. Kramer grabs it off the stick, sends it toward the point. It's going to be an icing. So the Rockets will gain the offensive zone draw with 7:15 left in period 2. Scoreless, Rockets and Bells. Rockets took the first one of these 4-0 15 days ago. Or was it 16? Something. A fortnight plus. In South Jersey outside of Philly. Bells, thanks to Hinch, really hanging tough here. Matone off the face-off. Hinch through traffic, saw it just in time to get the bottom of the left pad on it and steer it aside. Menichello, top of the circle on the right side. Her shot didn't go through as somebody got a stick on it. Radishevsky and Hansen battle for the puck. It pops into the protective netting above the high glass on the far corner, and that will be a face-off outside of the zone. Radishevsky was trying to clear it. It hit off the stick of Hansen. So that's an out-of-zone possession there, and that's where the referees will face it off. 6:58 now, period 2. Whoever strikes first is going to have a heck of an advantage and some real momentum here. Coach Connolly didn't really like the call, but that's the way I saw it from here. There's interference going on all over the place. Both teams looking for it. There's the interference. Now they're calling it against the Rockets. It was pretty clear that there was interference before it against the Bells. Let's see. I don't see anybody going to the penalty box yet. Interference is the call. We don't see which player it is or which team it is. 6:45 is the time in period 2. Nieves is going to go off for interference. Coach Jacobus requested a conference. He's not getting it. The Bells coach is screaming that it's 71, put her in the box. It's a shouting match to no one in particular, and he's getting 71 in the box. That's Redmond. So there's not too much to complain about when you've gotten every power play in the game and your coach is telling the ref which player to put in the box. Now Coach Connolly requesting the conference and an explanation, which is fine because they first call the penalty on one player and then they make a change that you're at least allowed an explanation for that. That's Bob Connolly, the voice of reason for the Rockets. And they will begin the penalty kill in front now of Arialis Markland. Typically Markland and Lacey don't split the games, but they're going to do that in this case. So Arialis hasn't been tested just yet. 5-on-4 for the Bells for 2 minutes with Kira Redmond in the box for interference. Comes to the point, Larissa Radishevsky's going to get it, look to send it toward the net, gets it all the way down through the slot. Markland kicked it at the last moment, she didn't see it. Cazzoli threw her hands up in the air, she thought it was in. Radishevsky between the points sends it down low. It's going to be picked up by Nieves, chips it off the boards and sent out. Now Nieves picks it up and neutralizes and sends it in. Picks it up off Radishevsky's stick and sends it behind the net. Nieves forces the turnover. Matone's going to grab it. Now to Nieves' far side. Crowd has picked up on the Bells side to my left. Picked off by Nieves over there, 1-on-3. Sends it over the line. The first 45 seconds of penalty kill have gone all toward the way of the Rockets. Hansen presses down Durso. Ulrich skates in off the point. Finds a little trouble over there. Rockets changing. It wasn't a clean change, but the Bells are not attacking. Here comes Durso, turning the corner, gets down low, wrist shot, right pad, save Markland! Cazzoli at the point keeps it in. Ulrich was looking to go on the break, lost the stick, but had the wheels. Matone picks it up, far side, hash marks for Cook. She sent it toward the end line, but didn't get it all the way through, and Durso had picked it up with the centering attempt. Ulrich's the one that's going to get it out. 27 seconds left in the kill. Cook forcing the play to go to the other side, nearly had the pickoff. Wrist shot off a Rocket stick, goes over the net. Now 5 minutes left in the second period. Scoreless. Rockets and the Bells. 5 seconds left, picked off and offside is the call. Ulrich just on the wrong side of the line, and she would have marched in with Cook. 3 seconds left in the interference penalty to Kira Redmond. It's the third power play of the game. They've all gone the way of the Bells. The Rockets have not been on the power play yet. So for all the complaining and vociferousness of the crowd, they've been the benefactors of all the calls. 4:39 left, period 2 from the Rock in Dunellen. Sunday night hockey, Rockets and the Bells. The penalty is over. The Rockets are at full and even strength. They'll attack with Nieves, Hansen, and Menichello up front. But they'll defend first. Ingersoll sends it toward the middle. They can't get it through into scoring position, and they'll bandy with it around the end line. Fox reverses it. It sits on the dasher, but Kramer's going to pick it up and send it right back in. Nieves has been a monster. Hard pass right to Menichello's tape. She sends it across for Hansen. Hansen sends it in and down. Made it over the red line before she did it. She's going to pick that one up. Oh, Ingersoll got a piece of her just at the end. Otherwise, Hansen would have picked that off and maybe found Menichello in front. Bells hustling it over. Durso gets around Redmond. Sharp angle shot. Save Markland. Redmond knocks away the rebound. Redmond all the way up. She's a defenseman. She came all the way up and stayed with the puck to play that. Sends Hansen in. One-on-one with Radishevsky. She stops at the point on the right side, sends it in. Radishevsky passes it up, and they use 2 passes to get it out. They don't gain the possession in the neutral zone, but they do force the Rockets to clear. Menichello has Ulrich if she sees her. Gets around one. Down to Ulrich. Shot! Hit save! No rebound! With Menichello looking to put it in if it ever showed under the glove. Down to 3:17 left, second period. Charged, emotional game. Ulrich on the dot. Rizzo in the slot. Connolly on the right wing. Redmond and Matone on D. Meehan wins the face-off. Cazzoli sends it around the boards on the far side. Matone uses the lefty stick to hustle it in. Chipped over Rizzo's stick. Radishevsky, her clearing attempt was knocked down by Connolly. Sent toward the slot, but it eluded Rizzo. Rizzo's going to pick it. Curl. Try to go to the point, can't do it. 2-on-1 for the Bells. They are able to get it out. Reversed by Redmond, but a little too strong. They'll send it across the logo that occupies center ice and in. Kira Redmond banks it off the boards. It went through Rizzo's skates right there on the strange angle. Rizzo's going to pick this one up, chip it off the boards and pass Radishevsky, make it into a little foot race here. Overskated. Rizzo picks it up. Chips it forward, it goes at Hinch, she covers it, and Ulrich was looking to bang in the rebound right there. Like a rumbling, stumbling, bumbling fullback from 3 yards in a cloud of dust in 1976 on half dirt, half grass fields in football. Rizzo rumbled it forward. Hinch, like Tommy Nobis, stepped out and covered it. Boy, if you get those references, put it in the comments. Wrist shot, Hinch, right pad save. Centering feed by Nieves. Hinch knocked it back away. Comes up the near side wing. Ingersoll toward the middle. Hansen got a piece of it. Nieves hit it, and it went offside. Hansen saying it hit off of one of the Bells, so it should have been onside, but hard to see from here. It happened real quick. 2:10 left, period 2. Scoreless. Nieves on the dot. Hansen on the right wing. Menichello on the left. Nieves wins the face-off and sends it for Bruno, who sends it in. Ingersoll stepped into Hansen, but got the worst of that one. Ingersoll bumps Bruno on the way in. We're just going to keep going. Hansen, backhander, goes through the slot. She didn't quite have enough space to get it at the net. but you keep putting pucks there, good things are eventually going to happen. Nieves battled for with Ingersoll. You see the other Nieves, not Cece, and the other Menichello, and not Hope, but the dads are intently watching their daughters right next to us. There's Cece. She scored the 5th goal against the Saints on Saturday night. Bruno keeps it in with the skates off of Appleby. But this is Durso. She comes in, met by Hansen at the line. Wrist shot, Markland steers it wide. Last minute of play in the 2nd period. This is the last minute of play. Radashevsky knocked down in front on the shot, and Markland covers the trickling puck. Face off to Markland's right. 53.7 seconds left in period 2 of a scoreless game. This one is there for the taking for whichever team can figure out a way to convert. But it has been tight. The Rockets have had more pressure offensively for the most part, but not all of it. The Bells have had their chances for sure. The quality of the Rockets' chances have been a little bit higher, but Durso had the highest quality chance of anybody when she had a breakaway that was stopped by Emma Lacey early in the game. Lacey and Markland have split this one. They typically, as a tandem, do not split the games. Ulrich couldn't handle it on the boards over there. It's knocked down in front. Markland save, rebound, they nearly put it in! At the point, it comes. Meehan trying to keep it in, off Matone. Meehan and Matone battling. It goes to Markland, she covers up. There was one Bell behind the D, but it got to Markland just a moment soon enough for the Rockets. When there's 3.3 seconds left, they're gonna pull Hinch for the extra attacker and go 6-on-4 for the final, 6-on-5 for the final 3.3 seconds of the period. They pull the goaltender and they get the shot. They actually pulled the goaltender. They never put the 6th attacker out there, so that didn't really work out the way they wanted to. Had they had the 6th one out there, she might have been in position to score. Markland gets the hug from Connolly over there, and the teams go to repatriate the areas in front of their respective benches as 17 minutes are put on the clock ahead of the final period of a scoreless game. Bells have had all 3 power plays in the game, and they have not converted, obviously, by the score 0-0. They'll switch ends when play commences in a few moments. If you like what you see, we'll remind you for the umpteenth time. But we can't take it for granted, because that's how this whole YouTube thing works. It works a lot better for everybody if you hit the subscribe button. It's totally free, I promise, and it helps a lot. It helps to spread the word about girls hockey. It might help if your player that you root for is looking to get a little exposure. It might help if you're watching this 20 years from now and you say, wait a minute, what was this Joe Rizzo subscription I had in 2022? Oh wow, look, I could show my kids when I played hockey. And of course, you know, it helps my ego. Let's not kid around. That's really what it's all about, folks. Rockets give their 1-2-3 Rockets. Coach Jeremy Jacobus in the middle over there. Mike Cook on the bench closest to center, and Bob Connolly will be back toward the defensive end for period 3. Nieves on the dot, Menichello near side wing, Hansen far side wing. Fox and Bruno, the defense pair to start it out. Markland on the goal to our right, Hinch to the goal on the left. Liftoff, period 3. This one completely up for grabs. Here comes Durso. Looked like it came in offside in the slot. One attempt, two, but it never connects. Menachello shovels for Hansen, whose backhand gets it out. Ingersoll tries to send it in, but doesn't quite get enough on it. Ingersoll and Hansen shove. Eventually the puck's won by the Bells and sent in. Takes a strange bounce, Markland didn't see it! Backhand, one saved by Markland, and she somehow kept it out without seeing it! Menachello's gonna break out with Nieves! Menachello down Broadway, gets in on Hinch, backhand, and she scores! Hope Menachello, with a tremendous move, gets behind the defense, and with 16-17 left in the third period, the Rockets have broken on top. 1-0. That's the kind of sequence that you couldn't even script. The Bells sent the puck in, it hit the boards to the left post, the right side of Markland. She had no idea where it was. It trickled out in front. She got a skate on it. One of the Rockets whacked it forward, picked it up. Menachello grabbed it at neutral ice, went in, beat the defender, and scored the goal. And Hinch nearly had it. She took away the near side post, and Menachello was able to get it through the crease and put it in with the backhand. Hinch was a little tender getting up. We didn't picture that, but she's fine. Her teammates came over to attend. She was moving to the right, and when she tried to move back to her left, it looked like her pad maybe just got caught up in the netting a little bit, but she's none the worse for wear and stays in there. Fired in offside by the Bells, and that'll take the face-off outside of the zone. They're going to do it at center ice, the face-off. Rockets still looking for their first power play, but they do have their first goal. Nieves on the dot. Wins it to Menachello, who has the goal, and it was of the spectacular variety. Wrist shot, Hinch knocks it down with the blocker and never lets it hit the ice. That's been the difference so far, that Hinch just has not yielded rebounds in positions where the Rockets could score. Hansen's going to take this one, wins it to Fox. Fox sends it at the net. It's knocked down in front. Backhand, Menachello, and she puts another one in! Hope step two, and the Rockets take a 2-0 lead with 15:21 left. Hansen won the face-off to Fox. She sent it down. It found its way through traffic. Menachello got there at the top of the slot, backhanded it through unmarked, and the Rockets double the lead early in the third. Same group out there. Hansen jumps in to steal the face-off, which was won by the Bells. Kept in by Nieves, right in front of the Bells bench, sent down. Markland's going to have to play this, so it's not icing. It's going to be a shot on goal. She's just going to cover it up and not risk anything to chance. So 16 seconds expire in that. Coach Bob saying play that. We don't want the face-off there, but the goalies are often taught just from a very young age, come out and just don't move that puck. Just take the face off. But when you start to get to these levels, the coaches ask more of their players, including their goalies. So even in a tight game with a lot of emotion, there's teaching points abound. Still want to develop your players. That's a sign of a good coaching staff and a good organization. And it's happening on both benches for both teams here. Cookie gains the line on the right side, reverses it. Rizzo trying to see if she can pick one off and maybe get on the score sheet in this one. She's been through a couple of periods, one of the Rockets' more effective forwards trying to create scoring chances. Ulrich knocks it down. Riz is going to get it, send it in past Kramer, and give Ulrich a chance to see if she can get it. Ulrich does. She sends it toward the near side boards. But the Bells are going to pick it out, move it into neutral ice. Backhanded up, but not in. Picked off, knocked away. Matone's clearing attempt. This is the unnamed 20. She's been pretty good there for the Bells. Redmond stops, finds Rizzo up the near side wing. Rizzo's going to gain the center line. Look for Hansen or Nieves. They crisscrossed applesauce a little too much. Speaking of applesauce, Applebee with the puck now. Gets it lifted from behind by Nieves. Nieves has Menichello with her. Nieves skates in over the left wing, slams on the brakes, sends it at the net. Hinch lets it go to the far corner where Durso picks it up, sends it toward Applebee, but not connected. It comes down, Menichello picks it up, gets into the slot, wrist shot, Hinch save, and it goes just wide! Hinch snared it with the glove, but it didn't stay in there, and as she brought it down, it went just wide of the stick side post. Still 2-0 for the Rockets. Now ticking under 13 minutes left in the game. Puck battle in the offensive near side corner for the Rockets. They'll be content to just they'll kill the whole period that way and walk out with the score the way it is if somebody could stay there for that long. Eventually fished out, or no. Radishevsky's still in there. Durso's going to get to it, but she chips it, and Hansen's there. Hansen goes to Redmond at the point. Redmond steps into one. Wrist shot hits a leg. Menichello, she shoots, and it's a Hope Hattie! Hope beats Hinch between the pads. That's her third of the game. A natural hat trick for Hope Menichello, pushing the Rockets lead to 3-0 with 12:28 left in period 3. This game was up for grabs, and Hope Menichello just took it and put it in her pocket. That's a natural hat trick for 48. 3-0 Rockets. Face-off possession goes down to the Bells' end, but the Bells break it out. Markland now playing the second half here. Has a little comfort, lose it down low. Meehan almost had the shot, but Matone, off all the confusion, was a beacon and stepped into it before the shot could come off. Meehan steers it back to Kramer, who sends it right in front of her bench so Ingersoll could step into it. Ingersoll sends it down, was looking to spring somebody, but got it a little too strong. Matone chips it out, gets by one. Picked up at neutral ice, it's Ingersoll again. Carrero battling for it over there, but Matone is going to pick it up. Matone looking for Rizzo. Kramer knocked it down. Meehan can't get it away from Ulrich, but Ingersoll safety's back to grab it. Ulrich pushing down, pressing, looking for Riz. She gets it to her. Can't keep it there. It hits off the backside of the net, the piping that occupies the part connected to the ice, and bandied around. Matone sent it through the bottom of the slot, was maybe looking for Connolly or just better possession. Matone hustling back, plays position. Connolly also was retreating back as well. I think she's turning, maybe looking for the end of her shift there, or no, she'll have to keep it going. Nieves is out there. Somebody lost a mouthpiece. I hope they have enough water left in their water bottle, because that would be pretty gross. Bruno now with it up front, sends it at Hinch. She just calmly lets it go by. Comes toward the point. Fox keeps it in, knocked down by Durso. Durso trying to run away with it, but the spindling puck doesn't behave for her. She gets it into the zone anyway, 1-on-5, Durso. She had the breakaway early in the game, and Emma Lacey, who played the first half, was able to stop it. That kind of set the defensive tone a little bit for the Rockets, who've had the possession advantage here. Rizzo gets it over center and dumps it in, allowing a change. Nieves in pursuit with Hansen over there. Fox jumps up. She's got Redmond. Here's Menichello joining the play as well. Menichello interrupts Durso's rush. but the unnamed number 20 sends it back in. Redmond will smack it up the far side boards. Pizzoli will keep it in. Nicely done by 53. There's a hit over there. The Rockets bench just abhorred at what's going on. Didn't quite see what it was. They had a better look at it than me. I wouldn't complain like that for an offside because Pizzoli kept it in, but some kind of something over there. It becomes less of an issue when you've turned a 0-0 game into 3-0, courtesy all of Hope Menachillo. But Rockets still looking for their first power play of the game potentially. Now started out with Ulrich, Cook, and Connolly. They don't wait for Connolly to get anywhere near set, as the Rockets are the home team and they have the benefit of the final change. Sent in, that's going to be onside. I don't know why that would be icing. It looked like maybe I just saw it wrong. I thought it was maybe sent back by one of the bells, but icing the call. Whistle and a stoppage of play, 9:01 left, period 3. 3-0 Rockets. All three by Hope Menachillo. All three within the first 4:32 of period 3 in a span of about 3 minutes. A natural Hope patty. Near side boards, Connolly chips it off the wing for Ulrich, but didn't have her in motion. Appleby tried to negotiate that down low. Redmond took a chance, feeds Ulrich on the stick, but a nice play by Kramer. And she turns it and sends it in. Kramer, if she doesn't corral that puck cleanly, it's a 2-on-0 for the Rockets. Not only did she do that, she turned and sent it into the offensive zone, where the Rockets are still trying to get it out. They need to not take their foot off the gas. The Bells have some potent scorers out there, and they've certainly showed absolutely no quit despite the score and the way that it happened. Down in front, knocked down with the left pad by Markland, and Matone stood her ground and was able to knock it away from Appleby. Ingersoll keeps it in, just too strong for Appleby. Matone near side corner, sends it up for Connolly. It's just a little too strong, and it might be an icing if it gets down there, but it slows up just out of view. Bells are going to move it out. They've actually picked up their possession since the third goal here. Scrum right underneath us. 4 players, 2 from each side. Now another joins in, Stone. Stone's going to fish it out, and Stone's going to hustle it in, trying to get around Fox. Can't do it. Menachillo's going to pick it up. Her clearing attempt hits off of a skate. They need a little help to get it out. Fox has a lot of bells over there to get through, and she can't do it. Sent at the net, knocked down Markland, and she covers up. 7:08 left, period 3, 3-0 Rockets over the Bells so far. Fox is going to go in on the cross check. So that's the 4th power play of the game. All of them have gone to the Bells. So with 1-0 Yankees, we get the report. Was that a Judge home run, Alvaro? Okay, we don't get that much of a report, but we get enough. Rockets will steal the face-off, and there's Cici Nieves skating in after Alvaro gave us the Yankee update. Rockets will kill it off defensively with Matone and Redmond, and offensively at forward with Nieves and Hansen. Coach Bob not happy with the call there. Looks like, I couldn't quite see it. It was out of view, but it appeared that the Bells player knocked it out of play, maybe. Durso takes a dive at Matone, but can't get the puck from her. Rockets killing off a penalty here. They're 3 for 3 on the penalty kill. Hinch sees that offering from Nieves. It was going about a foot wide of the net. And Hinch is just going to grab it and take a face-off and let her team reset as they try to break out on the power play. Ulrich and Rizzo are going to jump in to the forward spots. And the Bells are going to take a timeout over here. They're screaming from all over, the coaches and the parents and fans. When we resume, there will be 6:35 left in the game and 1:27 of it, if things go the Rockets' way, will be with them shorthanded. That would mean that they've killed off the penalty. The Bells will certainly be looking to take some chances here, and it wouldn't be beyond 2020 hockey strategy to say that if they got an offensive zone draw or offensive zone possessions, they might try to pull their goalie to go 6-on-4. So okay, we do have the report of the Yankees leading 1-0. We don't know how the run scored. Do we know how the run scored? I mean, if you're that interested in the Yankee game, you're probably watching it alongside our YouTube stream.
Anthony Rizzo. I don't have my granny glasses.
It's an Anthony Rizzo single. So, yes. So we made sure that the Anthony Rizzo shirt is on underneath here. That's the benefit of buying one for yourself and then getting another one as a gift. You always have your Anthony Rizzo Yankees jersey ready to go. And Rizzo breaking the Yankees out to a 1-0 lead in a do-or-die game in Cleveland. In Dunellen, New Jersey, Grace Ulrich is on the dot. Luisa Rizzo is in the slot. Kira Redmond on the right point. Grace Matone on the left. Their team, the Rockets, with a 3-0 lead. All of the goals have been by Hope Menichello. All of them in period 3. Rockets now with 70 seconds to kill off on the penalty to Lauren Fox. Redmond knocked that away as they were trying to spring Stone. Rockets will not let the Bells get set up on their power play in the offensive zone. Durso can't connect on the pass. Appleby and Matone battle for it. Matone watches it go forward and does not attack because she's got to play some defense here. Redmond steps into that one. Puck gets behind her. Chipped ahead by Matone for Rizzo. Matone over to Rizzo. Ulrich's in there, but she's at the end of the shift. Ulrich was just way offside right there on the far side wing as Rizzo was bringing it in. They'll jump off for the last 34 seconds of the penalty kill, and it will be Connolly and Cook with Bruno and Redmond. Matone will jump off. They'll split the D pairs. Redmond saying, oh, I'm exhausted. How much do you think I can give? Well, you're going to give at least 34 more seconds until Lauren Fox gets out of the box. But Ingersoll picks it up on the far side. Time now not on the side of the Bells, but on the side of the Rockets. Especially if they can keep the Bells off the board. One-timer Meehan saved by Markland with the left pad and cleared out. That was their golden opportunity to get back in it. Just out of picture, some players down on the ice. Sent in offside, and Cookie does not want to hear that whistle because Izzy Cook would have been off to the races, but it's the right call. Sometimes the offside is not what you want when you're the defending team because Izzy Cook would have been all alone. There wouldn't have been anybody within 20 feet of her. But it's automatic offside. That's the right call. And the Rockets have killed off the 4th power play of the game. All of them have been against them. They have not played with the man advantage yet. Wrist shot goes to the outside of the net. It's loose in front. Markland knocked one down. Rebound comes over, and she'll just dive with the dexterity of the lizard over the end line on the stick side post to cover it up. 4:48 left now in the game. Rockets 3-0. When it's a 3-goal lead, I'll start saying time becomes a real factor with 5 minutes left. When it's a 2-goal lead, time to me is a factor with about 2:30 left. Until those times, you probably can just play your game. You don't have to do anything in particular. Scrum battle in front of the Rockets bench. Hansen over there, Nieves over there. Bruno steps in, but Appleby's going to grab it. Can't get through Fox, who's now out of the box, and the Rockets are back to their usual defense pairs. Hansen's going to skate it out. Look to gain the center line, does that, pressed by Ingersoll. They'll push and shove. Appleby comes over there, but Minichello swiped the puck from all three of them without any of them even realizing. They were still fighting for it, and it wasn't even there. Kramer reverses it toward Ingersoll's side, but Appleby's going to be the one to pick it up. She was looking to go cross ice, but nobody was there. This one's going to go down. It's going to go on net, so Markland plays it, leaves it for Fox. 3:52 left now. That tipped off a Kramer stick, so no icing. Ulrich hustling down, and boy, it would be nice if she could put one in the back of the net for a good reason as any today. Matone to Rizzo, trying to get through the dot. Had Ulrich behind her, couldn't connect. Cook jumps out now. So Cook with Ulrich and Rizzo, you could barely see any of them except Cook. Matone at the near point. Redmond waiting for that puck to pop out somewhere. Still battled for along the boards. Eventually Kramer jumps out with it. Reverses it towards Stone's side, but it's going to be chipped forward by Redmond. Rizzo there. Chips it off the boards to herself. Going to try to walk it around the net. Looking. She'll go to the point, and there's a whistle and a stoppage of play. They're going to call a penalty on a Rocket, probably, because they had the puck and that was the whistle. Or they're just calling a face-off outside of the zone. Not sure what the call was there. Could be some kind of incidental goalie interference, maybe. A dubious call, because I can't hear the call. So dubious to me, because I couldn't see why they would have done that. Redmond was looking for Rizzo, didn't quite connect. Radoszewski's going to grab that, try to turn the corner, but Matone picks it up. She'll send it in deep. Meehan forced to retreat. Ulrich on her, banks it off the boards. Riz tried to pick that one off. Matone tried to keep it in. Now 2:30 left in a 3-0 game that's favoring the Rockets. Time very much on their side. Stone will try to grab it in front of her own bench, but a lot of snow right there, and the puck just stuck in it. Matone at the near side point will retreat as the Rockets change. Minichello's out there with Nieves and Hansen. Redmond's going to retreat behind her own net. This is the last 2 minutes of a 3-game weekend for the Rockets, and it's going to go their way, barring an absolute miracle or meltdown, depending on your perspective. Started it Friday night with a 5-0 loss to the Colonials in a game that has proven to be an aberration from the rest of the games that they've played this season. They'd only lost 3 coming in, 1 to the Colonials by a goal, another by 1 goal, and another on a 2-0 score with an empty net goal with 5 seconds left. So it's been a pretty good season here for the Rockets so far. They'll go to 10-4 in about 71 seconds. The only thing to be determined now is what the final count will be. Both teams still playing it hard till the final whistle, and the Bells, of course, absolutely want to see if they could walk out of here by at least getting 1 on the board. And Arialis Markland looking to keep the clean sheet for she and Emma Lacey. They did a rarity with their goaltending tandem today. They split the game. They typically don't prefer to do that. Both say that they're fine with splitting their duties, but under the guise of playing full games and just alternating. But This game, they did the opposite. 20 seconds left now. Cook's gonna grab this one, sends it out safely. 10 seconds now. Bells are gonna try to grab a final rush here. Sent toward the net, it probably won't get there. Bruno's gonna steer it behind, past Durso. There's maybe one more shot. Nope, Bruno nullifies that. And we have a 3-0 final score that goes to the New Jersey Rockets over the Philadelphia Bells. A hard-fought Sunday game. The Rockets get 3 in about a 3-minute span from Hope Minichello early in the third period, and that is the entirety of the margin. The split shutout between Emma Lacey and Ariella Smarklin. Ashley Hinch leading the charge for the Bells was spectacular in net. We don't have a shot on goal total, but she kept them in it from start to finish. Rockets and the Bells. It goes to New Jersey 3-0 on a Sunday night. Teams shake hands at center ice, coaches and staffs as well. Referees on the end of the handshake line as well, and some of the players that know each other getting together and having their own little conversations as well, which is what you love to see. It's all about the hockey, it's all about the kids. As Coach Jacobus and Ariella Smarklin move their way off the ice. Grace Ulrich, she was solid tonight, and we wish her dad Bob well. We want to see him back with us very, very soon. I like seeing Bob over here at the rink. So Bob, we're wishing you well in the mission. That will do it from The Rock. If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button and the alerts button, and every time we do one of these, whether we're live streaming or we're uploading content, including coach interviews or better copies of the game, you'll get an alert and you'll know how to follow it. If it's your daughter, your granddaughter, your great-granddaughter, your niece, your sister, your friend, or if you're watching on demand, yourself, we're glad that you've joined us. This is Joe Rizzo. Thanks for watching. New Jersey Rockets.